Okay, a quick short video on correlation. How can we calculate correlation in Excel? At this time, we have correlation defined and a simple formula for correlation, also not too simple, along with some properties. How could we do that? And now let's switch to correlation. I have selected the data. Already we have worked on that. So while calculating correlation, we will always have simple correlation, two variables. One of these normally is an independent and the other is dependent variable. But that's important if we'll be working in the regression. But for the correlation, it doesn't matter. We'll just be looking at how strongly the variables are related or associated to each other. And where in Excel you will go to get the correlation in data. In data, you will look for data analysis. I can share in another video that how to get this data analysis in your data to menu bar. We can do that also. Let's assume that you have data analysis in your Excel at this time. So you click on data analysis. You have many different options here to analyze your data. What we will be looking at from here is correlation. Obviously, select the correlation and then click OK. Now, here are some fields that we need to fill with the relevant proper information. Let me tell you about that. First one is the input range. So let's select, and I'm intentionally starting to select from the column titles, and I will select up till the data, which is row number 14. Okay, then click here. We have the data selected, and it's clear that it's selected from column A, cell 1, up till column B, 14. Okay, by saying that, while saying that by mistake, I clicked it again. Okay, anyways, now make sure if you have selected the titles of these columns, then make sure to check this checkbox to tell Excel that labels are part of your selection. Then I would suggest you to select the output range somewhere in the same sheet so that you can look at the data as well as your correlation results at the same place. Okay, now we got it. So we have the input range, we have selected the label in first row, and then we provided the the output range. Now click OK, and here you go. It's simply calculated. Make sure that you need to read it correctly. Like X and Y are mentioned horizontally as well as vertically, and you will be looking at the intersection point of X and Y, and this negative 0.86033 is the correlation. The negative sign is telling us that these two variables might be negatively or inversely related to each other, and a reasonably significant value which is close to 1 or -1 is telling us that there is a strong association correlation between the variables. That's it. And one more thing before finish, like here we have mentioned already that the correlation can range from -1 to 1, from -1 to 1, and if it's closer to -1 or to 1, that means variables has a strong evidence of correlation.